I'm not sure what it is about October, but I'm pretty sure that it should be Teacher Burnout Awareness Month because October is the hardest month for me. And if you can identify with that, then you're in good company because 44% of teachers say that they're starting to feel burned out in October. And today I want to share with you why October is so hard and what we can do that will help us survive October and make it to the break and stay healthy. So exhaustion isn't just about hard hours. Teaching is hard. It's always been hard. And it's always going to be hard, but it's not just the hours. And it's not that we don't work long hours because we do. Really what exhaustion is about, it's about the hidden drains that somehow are able to sneak up on us. And it's literally death by 1,000 cuts. For me, I'm the dean of students at my school, and I walk in every single day, and there's a stack of referrals, there's threat assessments, there are IEP meetings to attend on my desk. In the middle of all that, there's all kinds of girl drama that breaks out all over campus. And of course, there's parents on the other side. They're convinced that their kid is the one that's being bullied. Never mind, it's just really kids being kids. And then there's the district that calls because the parents are mad because their kids are being bullied and nobody's doing anything about the bullying. And it's this cycle that literally drains the life right out of me. And I'm sure that you have your own cycle and it drains the life out of you. But 3 years ago, I literally hit rock bottom in trying to deal with this. I woke up one morning, I had a facial paralysis and I thought I had a stroke. By God's grace, I didn't have a stroke. At least that's what my doctor said. But he did tell me this. He says, if you don't do something about your stress, then your stress is going to do something about you. And that's just one example. There are hundreds of thousands of teachers that have other stress-related incidents in their life. Teachers live in a constant storm of all these little things that pile up into exhaustion. And what they all have in common is that these little things, these little interruptions, they steal our time. And when we lose our time, we lose our energy. And that's just one example. It's all these little interruptions that break our concentration throughout the day. And what they steal from us is our time and our energy away from things that actually matter. One of the unique things about being a teacher is that you rarely ever get a full stretch of uninterrupted time. You have a planning period and it gets swallowed up by an unscheduled IEP meeting, or a phone call pulls you away from your class or out of your planning time. A student blows up in the middle of class while you're trying to grade papers or while you're trying to hand out an assessment. I mean, it's never just one thing. It's 1,000 little things that seem to eat away at our focus. It eats away at our time, and it leaves us feeling like we're always behind. It's not just me that feels that way, at least not according to the research, because it says that it takes an average of 23 minutes to refocus after an interruption. I mean, think about how many times in the course of a day that happens to you in your classroom. And so is it any wonder that we go home at the end of the day, we're completely mentally exhausted, and we feel like we haven't completed a single thing or that we haven't done enough? And the reason why is because we're always pressed for time at school. And so what ends up happening is the urgency to get things done ends up following us home. And so instead of resting like we should, our minds continue to race, and it replays everything that you didn't finish. It replays every little thing that took place in the classroom. And that's a recipe for burnout. And that's what starts happening in October. And that's what makes October so hard. Now, the reality is that we can't stop every interruption. As a matter of fact, we probably can't stop any of them. And you can't add more hours to the day. And so, it's very interesting because the scripture says to redeem the time. Put another way, it means to buy back your time. Put a plan in place that you can buy back literally the hours that you're losing from losing focus. You can buy them back and place them back into your schedule. And the way that you do that is by taking small intentional steps to build balance back into your life. So I want to share with you really quickly 3 quick wins that you can implement today that'll help you begin to buy back your time. Number 1, balance your teaching life. And you can do this in some simple ways. The very first thing that you got to do is you got to guard your planning time like it's a sacred appointment, because it is a sacred appointment and you need that time not only for planning, but actually for decompressing. Create routines that limit the amount of decisions that you have to make throughout a day And that helps you avoid decision fatigue, which is what happens every time we're interrupted. Every single time we have to switch to another decision. But if you have some routines built into your day, there's less decisions that have to be made. Another thing that you can do is create a dedicated stop time to your day, whatever time that is. I got to tell you, I just suggest not going past 5:30 every single day. You just got to shut things down. Make that your routine, make that your policy, set it that way, and do not negotiate that time no matter what comes up. So when you create balance in your teaching life, you begin to create margin in your day. And so instead of playing catch up, you're actually on time. Number two, balance your home life. Protect the time at home. Stop taking work at home. And here's the reason why is because, first of all, you're not going to get caught up. There's always going to be work to do tomorrow. And number two, you're taking away from the things that are important most, your family, rest, and your faith. When school doesn't blend into everything that you do and you actually have energy to show up for your family and you get good rest time, then you have opportunity to show up well for your students too. And number three, reduce the sense of urgency. When you focus on the things that truly matter every day instead of trying to chase everything around, you begin to feel like you're more in control. And so when you're outside of the classroom, the reason why we don't feel like we have control is that's because it's urgency. It's like, I got to do it now. I got to do it now. Lose the urgency. And when you do that, that feeling starts to fade away. Exhaustion doesn't come from long hours. It comes from things that we can't even see, like the little losses of time. But when we see or begin to learn where our time goes, we can, as the scripture says, begin to redeem it, or we can begin to buy back our time. And I know that's a difficult thing to do. And so that's why I created a free resource for you. It's down in the description box. It's Teach Without Burnout, the 5R approach. It's free. It's 100% free, and it's always free. I want to invite you to jump down there and get that thing and start buying back your time so that we can get through October and make it to the break healthy. And it also looks like YouTube wants you to do at least three things. Number one, it wants you to punch that button right there and subscribe to Teacher Talk. It also wants you to watch these two videos. But I want you to stay strong and keep teaching.